Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting for the Lewis Schaffer nighttime stream. Lewis Schaffer Uncooked next to the refrigerator. How are you? I'm a bit tired. I had a nap for an hour after in the middle of the show. Good to see you. Hello, Chartel. Hello, Carrie B. Hello, Scott Elite Elixir. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Andrew Rubin. Thank you, Andrew Rubin. We're going to leave you here early. We can't stay very long because my son has to wake up early in the morning, and he's. I mean, it's a bit awkward because he sleeps in the studio. That's how bad things are here. He sleeps in the production studio of this show. Can you see me? Let's just take it off of studio mode onto editor mode, editor, onto layout editor. Can we do this here? Can we do this here? Can we go over here? Maybe that's not necessary. Over here. Make this a bit bigger. Thank you very much. Hello. Today is the 277th day. This is 110th night stream. It's 110th night stream. I was asleep, and then I woke up and watched a few television programs about what life was like in the Soviet Union under state control. When the state decides that they want to do things, it's not just communism, but it is basically communism. That's what communism is state control. What's going on with this thing here? Editor, studio mode. We're editor. Da-dun. What's going on here? Uh-oh, this is not quite working. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? How come this is not working? Maybe I pressed the wrong button. That's that. There's a close. Why is that not showing? Start screen. I've got no screen here. Let's see what's going on over here. Everybody, don't just keep calm. Keep calm. Screen. Keep calm. I've got no screen. All right, now we're on a black screen. What's going on over here? Everybody, don't just keep calm. Keep calm. Screen. Are we on a black screen? Can you see me? Now we're on a black screen. Can you see what we are doing? I cannot see what I'm doing. I'm sorry if I disappoint you. I'm sorry if I disappoint you. I can't get the screen to work. Studio mode. Transition. Transition editor. Okay. Anyway, thank you for coming. Tell me, can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? That's my mantra today. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hello, Chartel. She's saying hello to Ruben. She's saying hello to me. Hello, Chartel. Like the stream. Everybody get in there early. Like the stream. Press the stream. There's Blazing Stars is here. Mum is here. The first time I got here before you, Lewis. Okay, well, there you go. I mean, I try to come in at 1 or 2, maybe maximum 3 minutes late. I mean, is that, maybe I should have one of those, that music, I don't even remember what the music is. And then it shows a clock. I'm going to write that down. What about a clock to say when stream is starting? How about that? I wore a black shirt today because I was told I would look better in a black shirt. Elite Elixir is here. And so we are here. We are here. I've been watching a lot of videos about what went on in East Germany and in the Soviet Union, and people might say, well, they didn't do communism right. They didn't do communism right. But this is what happens when you've got a state system which thinks they know better than you. And that's what communism is. Communism, we're going to talk about communism, which is them thinking that they're better than us. They might be better than you, but they're not better than me. I'm Lewis Schaffer. I'm an internationally famous stand up comedian, supporting artist, um, TV pundit, recently seen on GB News. What about me? Number one. Number two, we could talk about my TV appearances. Did you see that? Okay, your hair looks fashionably disabled. I mean, I my hair is not as great as it used to be. Let's be honest. Can you see that? Can you see? It used to be so luxurious and thick, and it's not that anymore. Anyone who is late for their own show is an obnoxious twat. Okay, I'm not that I'm late for my own show. I'm sitting here waiting for the right time to get in. Number one. Number one, I think we should have an audience. I've done enough stand-up comedy shows. You don't wait for the audience. You don't go on stage and wait for the audience to come in. You're the star. The audience has to wait for you, Carrie B. You know that. You know that from your background. The audience has to wait for you. Number one. Number two, um, is that the main reason? Number two, I'm nervous a little bit. I don't want to, I don't, I'm not, I'm not scared of doing the show. I'm not scared, but I'm thinking, oh my God, do I have to work? It's the worst kind of work because there's not enough money in it. Maybe I should be like Susan Stevenson is here. Hello there, Lewis, says Steven. Thank you for posting on my Twitter feed. So I'm nervous. Is that wrong? I'm admitting that to you, Carrie B. Hey, Lewis, and everyone says Joe Warrior Princess. I am late, and it's not my own show, so I'm not obnoxious. Well, you can come when you want to come. I'm just thinking I'd like to talk to people and tell the people what I'm going to do. If I come in at the very first second, there's only 3 people here, and I speak, and then 10 minutes later you say, did you say what you? And I say, yeah, I did say what I was doing. I did say what I was doing. Anyway, it's Saturday night. Let's be happy. It's Saturday night. I'm not feeling 100% great. I'm not feeling great. Are you feeling great, Carrie B? Are you feeling great, Joe Chartel? Scott, are we feeling good? We can't get a word in edgeways. And then I asked my son, how do I speak to people online? And the consensus was to go to speak on Discord. Can I do that on Discord? I should eat more garlic. Garlic kills bacteria in the stomach, and a lot of the bacteria is good bacteria. So why would we want to eat garlic to kill bacteria in the stomach? That's what I have to say. Joe, see, I'm obnoxious. This is the only stream where I'm called I am the star. I am Lewis Schaffer, internationally famous stand-up comedian, supporting artist, actor, um, I used to work in my friend's shopkeeper, shop worker, not even shopkeeper. Garlic is good for growing orchids and honey. How is garlic good for growing orchids? Do you grow the orchids on honey? I don't know. And maybe being a garlic freak, you think it's healthy. It's not healthy. I believe that. I've had my dinner. I had my dinner, which 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 I had basically 100 grams of carbs because I had the high carb thing that I had was a baked potato. Baked potato. Um, Google how to what you do with garlic. I feel better when I eat garlic. Yeah, people do because you're told, oh, this is great. This is what the Italians do. They eat garlic. They eat garlic. It's a good kind of flavor to make it seem like you're eating meat. And that's why I think that's why they ate it. Mom is here. Beautiful, beautiful mom. Use StreamYards and you can get callers on video. Oh, I use Streamlabs, the StreamYards, similar to Streamlabs. How can I do that? I'm gonna have to. Maybe my son and I will sit down and we'll do it, or maybe he'll want to do it. He doesn't seem like he wants to do it. He's got a really. He's very helpful, but I think he's been brainwashed by his mother to hate his father. I'm beginning to believe that. It's quite possible. It's quite possible that's the case. Anyway, you can hear me. I assume you can. See, the mic turned off. Why did the mic turned off? Because I touched it. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. We'll have to look at this later. We'll have to look at it later. We don't, I mean, I can't figure it out right now. I don't even want to figure it out. I want to do as little work as possible. Oh, Gesundheit. There we go. Non-effins. Okay, so there's no sound. Korsai is here. Vatanai is here. Lewis, stop taking the piss. Okay. I mean, whatever it is, look at everybody's writing. All people want to write right now because I guess it's Saturday night. Have you had a drink or something? Maybe I should have a drink. Yes, Lewis, if you touch it, it goes on and off. But I don't think I did touch it. I don't remember touching it. Sync is out, but let's keep moving. Is the sync out? I mean, it might be. I cannot hear you. Well, why can't you hear me? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get something to drink. I've got a feeling you guys have been drinking. I'm going to get a drink. I'm getting some ice cubes. Okay. Sorry, Columbus. Okay. This is the only alcohol I have in the house. It's that Mozart brand chocolate liqueur. I can't believe I thought I drank it all. I didn't really drink much of it. Okay, I was late in here, says Joe, and I'm sure glad because you'd have missed me. I do miss you. I do actually. I miss everybody who's not here when they decide they're not here. When you decide you're not here, I miss you. Do you miss me? I don't know if you do. No, I'm not percolating it. I had to pour it. It's this thick. It's this thick stuff. It's this thick stuff. It's really good, but it's really high. It's high in carbs. It's high in carbs, and I shouldn't be eating it, but I'm eating it. Let me just stir it up here. Let me stir it up. The point is I'd like to speak to some people, maybe. It's 21 degrees with 58. Yeah, it's warm. It's warm where you're living in Northampton, but it's 3 degrees outside. What's the temperature going to be like tomorrow? Is it going to be sunny? Sunny, one so true. I love you. Sunday, it's going to be 14 degrees here, and it's going to be 2 degrees tonight. I think. No. Tonight, it's going to be 6 degrees. It's going to be 3 degrees in the morning. Going to wake up to 3 degrees. It's still wintertime. I mean, it's not really wintertime because the sun. We need the sun in order to warm up the place. Lewis, if you respected your subs, you wouldn't be late for you think so? Who agrees with me here? I think being 2 minutes late every single show is not really being late. What do you think? What does Kermit say? Kermit's a professional. Do you mean professional people in white coats? That's what you're asking. Yeah. Am I being late? If I say I'm going to be here at 10:30 and I'm here at 10:32, is that late? Answer the question. Sweetest hangover. I don't want to. That's Diana Ross, right? She was amazing. The white people in America liked her. And so supposedly the Supreme helped black rights, whatever. Rumor has it that Charles once woke up to 3 degrees. That's a joke. I don't know why it's a joke, but it's a joke. Is that true, Lucy? What is the 3 degrees? Is that like the band? Is the band the 3 degrees? Alex, 2 minutes ain't late. And when it's 2 minutes every single time. So it's like, I'm going to be 2 minutes late. And also, it's going to make you want to be, here. Lewis is the Joker tonight. Why? Because I'm wearing a black thing? What makes me a joker? You think I'm a joker? Lewis, being late means you're not respectful of your supporters. Be on time. I seem to remember that Elvis was always late. And most people, look, we got 27 viewers already, and most people come in after 2 minutes after. Who recognizes that I'm late? Lucy says, hi, Chartel. Who recognizes that I'm late? I mean, maybe I should say we should start later. I mean, how do I get people to come on time? You're like bad students. You are not Elvis. Thank you very much. But are you going to say he wasn't respectful? Is that what you're saying? He wasn't respectful. That Elvis was not respectful. Lewis is in the building. Or you could say, Lewis, this is the building. This is the building. Can you see that? I got this. I never drink. I drank yesterday. I had the shampoo. Oh, 2 Thursday. I had the drink. Okay. Don't let them in if they don't arrive on time. Are you saying I shouldn't let them in, or they shouldn't let me in? Maybe you should say, Lewis, you're late. I'm not listening to you, and that would teach me a lesson. And what would it would teach me a lesson? What lesson would it teach me? You're worth the wait. See, that's what I want to hear, Mom. There's a bit of sexual tension between Carrie B and me. I can feel that because we live so close to each other. And Carrie B is sitting there saying, I want to go see Lewis Schaffer. I want to meet Lewis Schaffer for a drink at the Ivy House. And that creates a lot of tension. I can feel there's a lot of tension with the women here and the men too. A lot of tension. You've been away from the camera more than you're here. The sound is the sound bad? Why is the sound bad? It shouldn't be bad. The sound is a constant problem, and you don't notice for about 5 minutes because you're doing some administration. Yeah, yes. You don't think I don't notice the incompetence on my part? I was doing the show with Mike Graham, and he's competent. He's competent in an incompetent way. I mean, he's not super competent, but he's not like one of the, I like Mike Graham so much. I shouldn't be even talking about this, but he's the kind of guy who, he's not like one of these TV people who are well dressed in the nice suit and are trying their best to basically hold it together. Lewis, you are not professional being late, Carrie B. Just be on time. No effing excuses, says Carrie B. Okay? I don't want to meet a man who doesn't was. I don't want to meet a man who doesn't was FF's sake. I don't know what that means exactly, but you don't want to meet me because I'm 2 minutes late. I'm 2 minutes late because you're a princess. Maybe that's what that's telling me. And I love princesses. Charles isn't a Mason. He isn't a Mason, says Wanton Eye, which is surprising since his dad and the Duke of Kent is or are Grand Lodge, like having royals in the craft. I don't know what that means either. What does it mean, royals in the craft? Right. I'm tucked up in bed listening, Chartel. Chartel's in bed. Okay. Chartel is in bed. That sounds like amazing. Here until the end. My guess is 29 in case I fall asleep. Yeah, it could be. That could be the number, basically. I mean, we get about 30. We get about 20 to 30 of the night stream, and the day stream we get between 25 and 35. Sometimes 40. It's not enough. It's got to be more. Alex, what does Alex say that Carrie B comments on? Knock, knock. Who's there? Okay. That's sort of funny. 3 dogs, Paul. Lucy says that. Don't let them in if they don't arrive on time. Yeah. Call Paul. I'm good. Paul Yoward. He's going to do the show on Monday. Are we going to do it on Monday? Is that what time we're going to do it on Monday? I maybe I am Elvis. Black shirts definitely give you a tan. Does it look like I have a tan? Does it look like I've got color? I mean, the other thing is I'm getting old. It's horrible. A guy every day gets a lift to the 15th floor, walks the stairs to the 18th floor where he works, and in the evening gets a lift to the 18th floor, gets a lift on the 18th floor to the ground. Why? Why? Why does he why does he take the lift all the way down? Shouldn't he take the lift all the way up instead? Yes, Monday, Lewis, but you didn't say the time. I'm a Bob Dylan impersonator. Does anybody really know what time it is? That's who sings that. That's Chicago. I don't know. Let's say 12. We'll say 12. Paul, it's because he tries to keep fit and walks the last 3 floors. Well, that's what you would think, right? You would think because walking up is better than walking down. Lewis, I told you I was lying. Is it lying or laying in bed? I think lying is you were lying in bed last night watching the stream and had no response and have therefore lost my love for me. No, I did say something. Do not assume I would not say and not think a pervy thought about you girls. I mean, I am like I think pervy thoughts, Joe. I think pervy thoughts about you. I don't want to admit that I think them because it's pretty creepy. It's pretty creepy for me to ask for naked. Please send me naked pictures. I'm never going to ask for that. I'm not that creepy. Please send me naked pictures. Anyway, Lewis, nearly 68 and doesn't wash. No, I'm nearly 69 in a week. And I don't wash. Yeah, look, smell me. Can you smell me? I like the idea that I disgust people now. I've always been tried my best to be clean, and what has it gotten me? Women don't like clean. Women do not like clean. Another is he is a short person and can only reach the 15th floor button in the elevator. Yeah, it's horrible. That's a good answer to the question. 12 noon is good. We'll do a 12 noon on Monday. I'm barely sleeping nowadays. Barely sleeping. So barely sleeping. I'm very open. People ask me for things, and I go, "Yeah." Let's see. What did Lucy say? Better Call Saul. You get a reference to Better Lewis. You don't disgust you. I pity you. Yes. Yeah. I don't mind that either. I don't mind that either. A lot of people think that I am pitiable because I might beg you to hang out with me or beg you to listen to me or cry or whatever it is. And I don't know, maybe because my mother was such a big part of my life or something. I don't know what it was. What do you think it is? I'm an American rock and roll star and I impersonate Anglo Chinese entertainers. Can I come on the show? Um, if you've got a gig coming up, maybe, yeah, we could talk about that. I don't even like the idea that I need, like we had Andy Zapp, which is great, but I want this time to be our time together. So Vat and I, yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking that I want people to have respect for me. To like think, oh my God, that's Lewis Schaffer. That's Lewis Schaffer. So did I read what Lucy Van Pelt said? I don't think I did. I don't think I did read what Lucy Van Pelt said. Um where did you say that? Where did you say that? I'm looking what minute did you write that on? Don't let them in if they don't arrive on time. What is that from? Three Dogs, Paul. Three Dogs, Paul. And Joe is saying, Joe is saying, a reference to Better Call Saul. Three Dogs, Paul. Better Call Saul. Did you see my comment that you have beautiful eyes and that you are worth the wait, Lewis? I didn't see that. No, I didn't. Oh, you know what? I didn't put on live chat, so I apologize for that. But Yeah, that's really lovely of you, Mom. Thank you for saying that. Thank you, thank you for saying that. I was thinking today how my eyes have gotten better and better. They've gotten better and better. Remember the opening days of this show when I thought I needed glasses to read, and I hadn't needed glasses ever in my life to read, and now I read very well up close, and I see good. My distance is good. My eyes have gotten better and better, and reading has improved my eyes. Okay, so thank you very much, Mom. My did I get what? Did I get what? My grandmother wanted me to be called Saul. Yeah, Saul. That's a good name. Lots of people I know were called Saul in America. It's a very Jewishy name. We respect you, especially Mongo. The dude loves you like his own buffalo. Who is Mongo? I don't understand any of this thing. How can you put up with me? I don't understand what the hell you people are talking about. Um, Paul Yow, it says that Lewis Schaffer does have beautiful eyes. Even as a nominally straight guy, I recognize this. I think at a certain point in a person's life, they're not. I'm not quite. The face is wrinkling. It's a bit of a tragedy. Cataracts always give you a rosy picture. Well, I hope I don't have cataracts. And the way you don't have cataracts is by not eating carbs. Who is a meatloaf? Remember, I know nothing of popular culture. Better call Paul, Lewis. That's what Joe was replying to. Yes. Okay, yes, that's very funny. Very, very funny. Very funny. We may get there in the end. I'm sorry, I'm a disappointment. I mean, I know. I think there are lots of people who want to like me. I think you want to like me, but I'm not. I'm not 100% there, Lewis. No, your eyesight is not better. Is not better, says Carrie B. You don't read your comments correctly. Well, that's something else. That's a reading problem. I mean, I basically stopped reading. I've been watching videos for like years now. Why does Yvette Cooper talk like that? So contrived. I don't know. Does she talk? Don't they? Aren't all politicians contrived? We all have cataracts, Lewis. No, we don't. We don't. You don't need to have cataracts. Cataracts come from eating carbs, Ruben. They're from eating carbs. This is quite good. This chocolate thing is really good. It's really good. And I made the chat bigger. Okay, yeah, I made the chat bigger. Well, I'm quite far away from the it's got the almost the consistency of Nutella. Getting some milk. And if you were here, I'd make you a cup of tea. Here's milk. Am I allowed to have a drink during the show? I don't even know. I don't even know. My world is now as a viewer, says Corsai. Beautiful, beautiful Corsai. The family are complaining about me not seeing them that often. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing with my own kids. How on earth is Yvette Cooper, David Lammy, and Rachel from accounts even in this cabinet? Because that's what the left are. The left are not great. The left are liars. The left are communists. So this is the best you're going to get. How can you even think you can do better than those people? Core, you might drink even quicker than me. I mean, it's very thick. It's not very alcoholic. Lewis reminds me of the dews from the Gold Blend advert. What is Gold Blend? What product is that? I don't even know what product that is. I will be able to buy some coffee. Now I've sold the coffee table, but I've nothing to put the coffee on. Did you sell the coffee table? Paul has a nice house. I went to visit his house. We taped a show that he did. Did you ever put that show up that we tape? A lot of people tape shows with me and then they think, oh, this I can't put this up. Did you put the show up that I taped with you, Paul? Anyway, Lewis, you are such a hypocrite. You change with the. I do. I'm not a hypocrite. I believe it at the time. I'm not lying to people. I don't say I'm doing this, but I don't really believe it. Isn't that what hypocrisy is? I'm having another one. I'm getting drunk. I'm not getting drunk. I'm getting a bit buzzy. Joe says, shows I've had a strange day as I only just got what you meant, laugh out loud. Without a coffee table? Is that what you meant? Why do you think I'm a hypocrite? You know who's you've taken over Judels's role. She really enjoyed that, calling me on the carpet. I'm just skimming tonight, letting other stars take the limelight. Of course Yeah, yeah. So what are we up to? Um I did make the chat bigger, Kermit. I did. But that's not the reason I can, you know. I'm also reading it from this distance. I don't know if you can see it's about the screen. The screen is an arm's length away. Is an arm's length away. Lucy, beautiful Lucy Van Pelt says I meant it wasn't very funny, but okay. But okay. What wasn't very funny? My world, okay. Let me see if I think I've read everything so far. Okay. What happened to Joodles? She started to work. I don't know what happened to her. I think she lost the love for me. She lost the love. Oh, Nescafe Gold Blend. Okay. She started to work and I think she got involved. She's a very good. She wasn't working for a few months. She was a really good worker. And she just you know how it is. You know, it is with I'm not gonna say why she's not here. Why she's not here. Like, I don't know why she's not here, but I wish she would come back. I took all the shows down, but we'll be putting Bollocksology on YouTube. Long form video does not do good on X as I predicted, as was predicted. I will be having to relaunch. So you're going to put it up. I haven't even seen it. How was the show that I did, Paul? Was it all right? Hypocrisy is not saying things you don't believe. It's saying one thing and doing another. Right. But you have to not believe in the things that you said first. If I said do not eat carbs, right? And then I eat carbs. If I do believe in not eating carbs, then I'm okay. That's not being a hypocrite, is it, Kermit? Lucy says Nescafe Gold Blend. Cataracts, according to Rubin, is the dulling of the lens of the eye, mainly due to sunlight damage over the years. No, it's due to a high carb diet. It isn't due to sun. It is not due to sun. It's due to a high carb diet. Okay, so we all have them. We don't all have them. We don't all have them as getting older. That's absolutely rubbish. I mean, where did you learn that? Where was that? Where was that? Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to see in the first place. You're saying everybody's got a disease. That's why we're able to see. That doesn't make sense. You talk about being paleo, but you eat carbs every day. I have not taken over. Not. You're screaming at me. The answer, first of all, let's just carbs and cataracts. Let me go look at that, and then I'll talk to Carrie in a second. Carbs and cataracts. High carbohydrate diets. Okay, take a look, everybody. Cataracts and increase the risk of developing cataracts by causing elevated blood sugar. Increased glucose can lead to damaging lens proteins. Okay, take a look, everybody. Cataracts. I didn't write that. Increase the risk of developing cataracts by causing elevated blood sugar. Can you see that? Can everybody see that? Increased glucose can lead to damaging lens proteins. Women with high carbohydrate intake are up to 2.5 times more likely. I didn't write that. Increase the risk of developing cataracts by causing elevated blood sugar. Can you see that? Can everybody? Thank you, Kermit. Now, Carrie says, I talk about being paleo, but I eat carbs every day. And every day I eat the carbs, I feel bad for eating the carbs. It's like someone who's smoking cigarettes, saying cigarettes will kill you. But I have to have another cigarette. That's not That's not being a hypocrite. That's being inconsistent. I think we've discussed this many times. Parliament is full of idiots, Vatnai says. Mainly obedient cretins get selected for the parties. That's basically true. If you speak out against the team world narrative, you are toast. Exactly right, Vatanai. So you think my cataract carb theory is bull? You can believe that if you want to believe that. Or you can listen to me, or you can investigate it and maybe stop yourself from needing horrible surgery, Ruben. What's wrong with that? Mr. Cuff is somebody else who isn't here right now. I think they got upset because I said something to Judel. So Judel's got upset with me, and she says I don't, and she I guess I don't know what Judel's is thinking. I asked her. I don't want to presume to know. You can never know what somebody else is thinking. But also, remember with a stream like this, people come and they go and they'll come back, and some will never come back, and some will die. We've had people die. You know what I mean? We've had people who get bored of it. I've got a million streams that I don't follow anymore. A million streams that I do not follow anymore. That happens. So, Mr. Cuff, let's think of all the people who aren't here. But then there are people who come back, who were gone for a while, and, like Lorna came back. I mean, you can always come back, basically. Gnome Hunter, he came back, and then he's not here today. So, shows I've had a strange day. Joe says, I have a nice glass of Merlot on the go. Well, I'm with you. I'm drinking this really bad, horrible drink, which I shouldn't be drinking. Gold Blend is coffee from the 1980s. I guess I wasn't here in the 1980s. Enjoy. Let's have another one. Let's all have a drink. I'm just skimming tonight, Corsi says, letting other stores. Yeah, okay. What's going on here? Lewis, you constantly deny research, but you rush to read Google research. I don't deny research. I question research. A lot of research. The Germans found out that 50% of all research is a lie. You saw that. Cataracts are caused by rivers, not the sun. That's a joke. By Lucy Van Pelt. Actually, cataracts can be caused by the earth moving, maybe by Velikovsky, maybe by too much electricity coming into the earth, making the earth larger and smaller, which can cause a cataract. Best thing you can do is not take the COVID vaccine. It is one of the best things you can do. You shouldn't inject schmutz into your system. And what is eating carbs? Carbs are schmutz, but carbs are so delicious. I had a baked potato today, and it was it wasn't even delicious. It just tasted good because it's a potato. I didn't have any butter on it because they serve it with Lurpak, which is very high in whatchamacallit, in in toxic seed oils like margarine. Cataracts are primarily caused by aging. It's not primarily caused by aging. Okay? It grows with aging because people do bad things for longer periods of time. But it's not like, oh, you're old, you should have cataracts. But other factors can contribute, such as eye injuries or surgeries, prolonged exposure to certain light, certain health conditions, i.e., diabetes, says Kermit. What is diabetes except cataract overdosing? That's what diabetes is. The main thing you can do is to not eat carbs. And that's what I'm always forgetting this because I'm so lonely in my flat here. This has been good for me. But you know what I mean? I'm lonely. I'm a lonely. I'm always a lonely man. I've been lonely forever. Corticosteroid smoking and excessive alcohol consumption. Long term, yes, yeah, that can hurt. Irritation can cause it. But what is the main thing? I would say eating carbs. Eating carbs. Cataracts, says Lucy Van Pelt, are caused by. Okay, yeah, I read that before. Very funny. I'm blind. So you're blind. So are you mad at me because I say you got to stop eating carbs? Are you mad at me, Ruben? Come on. Lewis. No, Steve has just got stuff going on. That's all. Okay, yeah. Maybe he does, and maybe he'll come back. He'll come back and he'll say, I wonder what my friends are doing on the Lewis Schaffer chat. He's gonna come back, and if he doesn't come back, he's not gonna come back. People don't come back. It's like they leave the town that they grew up in. They leave the town, and then sometimes they do come back. Thank you, Joe Warrior Princess, for that comment. I had to learn a poem at school called The Cataracts of Lador. I thought it was nuts, so got into trouble for not doing so. Yeah, kids today are bad students. They're bad students. Where did this go from? My grandfather had diabetic cataracts at the time. Poem is about waterfalls. So you agree, diabetes is from eating too many carbs. Having paid £2 for my ticket to watch you live on the 16th. That's VIP. What down in Ride? Oh yes, Ride. Get a ticket to go see me in Ride. You'll see me in person. You die every time on your lives. Lewis, I guess that's what the L stands for. You die every time on your lives. What does that mean? What does that mean? Blazing Star says, I thought cataracts were banned on iCloudy. Okay, cataracts. Yes, May Simons Arnold's memory. That's right, he's dead. He's dead. He's not here. We found out he died, which is really sad. The one thing I've learned from this stream is I know it seems like I take everything personally, and I do, but you shouldn't take everything personally. Yes, says Lucy Van Pelt. Cataract also means waterfall. Okay, well there you go. Okay, sorry, I thought it just mean a crack in the thing. Yeah, cascade or a series of waterfalls, says Paul Yoward. Yes, good job, Lucy Van Pelt. Uni research is aimed at just validating the research itself. So BS. Yes, BS. A lot of it is BS. Denying research by not researching, by not rehash. What does rehash mean? What does rehash mean? Baked potatoes are 25% better for you than the flu, according to the University of Catford. Okay, that sounds funny. I don't even know. Yeah. You should know by now that Lewis interprets words like may and can contribute as conducive proof of his ideas. Uh, you know what? Maybe you're right. I did. No, that's the words that they use. I'm telling you that I think a high carb diet. It's like a high carb diet is not good for your. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your eyes. It's not good for your heart. It's not good for your brain. It's not good for you. You should know. Okay, yeah. Um, you can't debate with unreasonable people, says Vatanai. How am I an unreasonable person? I'm saying, I'm saying we don't want to go blind with cataracts. So we need surgery. My father had cataract surgery. Everybody has it. We don't want to. How can we avoid going blind? By not eating a high carb diet. Because I believe it may not automatically, I believe it probably automatically could cause it if you've got diabetes. Diabetes is another word for that. Lewis, with your inflatitude. Inflatitude. I don't know what that word means, Lewis. How can you have two sons? How you have your two sons living with? How can you be lonely? Good question. Good question. I'm a bit lonely. Should I admit that I'm lonely? I'm lonely. I'm lonely. I don't know. How are you lonely? It's a good question. What is diabetes apart from cataract overdosing? Laugh out loud. If you've got cataracts, the first question you've got to ask is are you on a high carb diet? Let's say you've got heart disease. You got to say, are you on a high carb diet? Let's say you have athlete's foot, like all the diseases that I had, or I had frozen shoulder and trigger finger, and and my feet were swollen, and my hands were swollen, and my gums were bleeding, and I had psoriasis. I had sleep apnea. And you say to yourself, what do all those things have in common? Diabetes, high carbs, Lewis, with your inflated ego and delusional comedic abilities. You will be lonely, yes, because I'm better than most people. I'm an internationally famous TV celebrity, movie supporting artist, TV political pundit, recently seen on GB News before I was fired for calling a guy fat. Or something else that I did. Or maybe it was the carbs that did it. Lou, yeah. I mean, I'm lonely is too strong a word. Lonely is too strong a word, you know? I mean, I'm not happy with people because of my mother. Maybe that's what it is. Where's Streaky Bacon? Exactly. Also, where is Streaky Bacon? Let's make a list of all the people that are not here. Mr. Cuff, I'm going to write it down. Mr. Cuff, Streaky Bacon. Who else? Who else is not here? Joodles. Who is not here? But I'm not going to focus on these people. I'm going to focus on the people that are here. Rocket League is here. Carrie B is here. Corsai is here. Paul Yoward is here. Let's focus on the people that are here. Lucy is here. Okay. Streaky Bacon made an embarrassing. That's because of the sandwich. Okay, that's a joke. 6 badges. 6 badges. That's right. In France. 6 badges. Let's hunt them down and okay. Who else? What else? I wonder though, are you watching? And they could be watching. They just don't want to comment on it. Is Russ is not the other Russ. Yes, Russ. Russ, that's a good point. Thank you, Lucy, for that. Maltese Phil is here a lot of times. He's not here right now. I don't know. He could be watching. He could be watching. It looks like we're back in school and you're doing the register. Yes, so say you're here. Who else? Who else is missing? 1974 Russ. Um, I don't know. I don't know what do you do? What do you do? Boba Fett. Who is Boba Fett? Dylan Thomas. Hi, Lewis. Jackie effing Chan is here. You're a hero. What did I do that was so heroic? Thank you for coming in, Jackie effing Chan. Well, she's not here right now, but she's normally here. Rocket League. She's here a lot. And Maltese was here today earlier. Who hasn't been here for like a couple of weeks? You know? Leanne. Leanne says she's here, but she's not here. She's not here. She was in earlier. Elixir Scott was here. Why are we focusing on the missing? It's negative. Yes, it is negative. I just want to explain to people that people come and go. Kinsey, I spoke to Kinsey just the other day. You know, you talk all kinds of shit and it's very amusing. Therefore, you're a hero. Well, that's what I do. I talk. I think I'm speaking seriously. I don't think I'm talking shit. You know? Who is Boba Fett from Star Wars? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, who Boba Fett is. Yeah, so this is the list of people not here. People. There's that song. These are people who died. They were all my friends. And people have lives. They think, okay, we got everything we can out of Lewis Schaffer. That's what people could think. That's so good. Yes, who are we? Chopped liver? Donald Trump is not here either. But hey is brilliant. People are, whatever. People come and they go. They come and they go. What can you do? What can you do? When we are here. We are here. And something interesting is going to happen. Interesting things do happen. I think I'd like to believe that interesting things happen. Let's all say a prayer that people come. We don't know. We don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're sitting there saying, I'm so depressed. I don't want to talk to anybody. That's likely. That's likely. I'm that way too. I don't want to have to talk to Lewis Schaffer. I don't want to be in this room. I mean, I should do more stuff so we could stay together, or not even stay together. I mean, I thought, looks like you can add Jackie. He's normally here. He's changed his name a million times. The women come and go. Talking of Michelangelo. Is that a song? The women come and go. Talking of Michelangelo. I don't know. Is that a song? Lewis, as you know, me, Kinsey, and Chris there. Keep in touch from the very beginning. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Kinsey and Chris is the husband. Yeah. And Jack is here. He just didn't say anything. Jack didn't hear. He's in the background. I don't have a list of the people who are watching. I just have a list of the concurrent numbers and the number of people who are watching. Chuck is immortal, rest in peace. Will return at the end of days. I mean, he's great. Holly Hills, remember her? Or him, or whoever that was. I never realized he held so many black belts. Yeah, he was the teacher. He was in Japan or something. Or maybe the other guy was in Japan. Juliet Folktale. That's somebody else. Juliet Folktale. Love ain't here anymore. It is here. I'm still loving. I love you, Lucy. I love you, and Lucy knows that. Do you know that? I love Lucy. I'm here, and I love Carrie B. And she's like mad at me all the time. You're like mad at me. The disappeared are all in Joe's cellar. You heard it here first, Ruben says. It's possible. It's possibly true. Sometimes I think it is better not to say some things for fear of being told off. Do I tell you off, Vatnai? I'm your biggest supporter. I'm your biggest supporter. And you can always contact me on Twitter. On Twitter, whatever it is, Messenger thing. Dame Jenny Murray isn't here. Yeah, she's dead. She's dead. She's dead. Chuck Norris isn't dead. What happened is the rapture happened. We have all been left below, and Chuck Norris was worthy of being saved. Is Chuck Norris really as loved as I didn't know that about Chuck Norris. I didn't know that I didn't think he was hated, but loved, like really loved. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Lucy says that Jackie effing Chan is Jackie Schaffer. It's possible. He's changed his name like a few times. Why do serial killers always scrimp on the depth of the grave? Because they're in a rush. That's why. They're in a rush. And you know it. You total grass. It was our secret, Reuben, says Joe. I see eye to eye on most things, but I don't like being thought of as an idiot because I want to eat spice. I don't think anybody's an idiot for that. I don't think anybody's an idiot, but you got to know why you're eating this stuff. You got to say, this is not healthy for me. Basically, I'm never mad at you. I never waste energy on that shit. Okay, good. Good. Do you love me, Carrie B? I love you, Carrie B. Do you love me? Paul Yow says a teacher at school used to, as a paragraph end, say, Chuck Norris, yeah. He later taught me programming at night. He forgot he ever had the CN obsession. So he was like obsessed with Chuck Norris. Did people have a Chuck Norris obsession? I maybe missed it. It was maybe the 80s. When did this happen? Chuck Norris essentially had a second career. He was once an afterthought as a has-been, but he came back into relevance via internet culture, giving him a second career. How did he come back via internet? What did he do in the internet thing? Lewis, the only person I love is my son Dylan. Well, you got extra love on your hands. I can sense that, Carrie B. You've got a lot of love to give. A lot of love to give. You gotta have a lot of love to make it through, whatever that song is. I only know Chuck Norris for being Chuck Norris. It was via Chuck Norris joke and the memes. Chuck Norris was old. He had good innings. Yeah, he had good innings. Yeah, I'm glad Carrie B came back. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Mozart chocolate cream something. It's good. I'm not buzzed. I'm a little bit of something. No, you're no idiot, Fontenay, with all that garlic. I may not want to kiss you, says Ruben. I mean, garlic. I don't think garlic tastes bad if you know it's garlic. Maybe that's why people put garlic on food because they want it to taste like meat. Anyway, I'm gonna end the show a little bit earlier. I'm gonna tell you why. Because my son's in bed and I want him to get to sleep for tomorrow. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I want you to write down the top number while I read off the top fans. 21 is Andrew, Ruben, 20 is Maltese Phil. Alex, 19. Toxic Goy is 18. Paul Yoward is 17. North is 16. Susan is 15. Jackie effing Chan is 14. 13 is Chartel. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Chartel. 12 is Vatanai. 11 is Lucy Van Pelt. Jack Schaefer is 10. Blazing Stars is 9. Corsai is 8. Joe is 7. Rocket League is 6. Beautiful, beautiful Joe. Beautiful, beautiful Joe is 7. Hi-Ho Kermit is 5. He's beautiful too, and I've seen what he looks like. 4 is Mom. Mom 17, 15. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 3 is Carrie B. Sorry, 2 is Carrie B. And number 1 is, I forgot, Ruben is 3. And number 1 is Elite Elixir. So thank you, Elite Elixir. Thank you very much for Elite Elixir. And then we go over here and we go and see, hold on a second. We go over here and we see what the top number is. Is everybody writing it down? Just take a guess. Take a guess. Take a guess. Let's just see what we've got here. Okay, what is the top number? There you go. There you go. Well, who do we think won? The 2 people who put the top number in were MC Scott, Elixir Scott, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Lucy at 28. So congratulations for winning. Elite Elixir got 28. He said it twice. He believed in it strongly. And he won. And he won. And Lucy said 28. Did you say 28? Where did Lucy? I never meet any man enough to love. Well, it's hard to be a girl because you're not like me. I just, I fall in love. I never watched a Chuck film, says Paul Howard, but he was he was a personality in an industry now of generic people. Yeah, and he had a great smile. He was great. He was really great. You guys are really, really great. Thank you, Lucy, for participating. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We went up to 28, and then we stayed basically at a 24. So people have stayed and they've listened. And we should take a bet of who we think is going to come back first. Kinsey or Leanne or Mr. Cuff or Streaky Bacon. And when I mean come back, I mean like come back. Joodles, 6 Badges, 1974, Rust, Juliet Folktales. Remember her? Well, what number? I have 28. What does it mean that he said 29? Oh, so you think that the MC Scott is trying to finagle the test? Should we take it away from him? Should we take it away from him? Armenian Mike, half Armenian. That's somebody else. Yes, half Armenian. That's right, Mark. That's right. Remember him. Shalom, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at 5. I love you. I love you. I love you. Everyone, if I haven't thanked you enough, if I haven't thanked Alex or Corsai or Carrie B, if I haven't thanked you, Ruben or Paul or Elite Scott, Jack, Joe, if I haven't thanked you enough, I'm thanking you now. Or say, hey, what about me? What am I, chopped liver? So we will see you tomorrow. Okay? I'm going to keep the stream going for 2 minutes if you want to write something on the bottom that maybe you forgot. Okay?